We assumed responsibility for bench warrants from the Grand Rapids Police Department just a little over 3 years ago. And at that time, we took on over 10,000 bench warrants. It's been my experience in reviewing our court and other district courts in the state that, at least in our court in particular, we issue far too many bench warrants. And there had to be a better way of doing business because it's not efficient a way of doing business, and it's not an efficient way of court performing in terms of expectations. Matterhorn's bench warrant resolution process permitted us to look at 20 to 25% reduction in bench warrants that we're issuing on an annual basis.
In this day and age, you want to move quicker and be more efficient and be more accessible to the public. And that was really the motivating factor, is how can we serve the public in an efficient, quick, non-threatening way so that everyone feels like they're getting access to justice.
This is giving them an option to hopefully not receive a bench warrant on their fines and fees. The individuals who are writing into us with regards to whether it be a traffic or a criminal case, misdemeanor or felony, they're already dealing with fines and fees and everything that comes with that. So I think this not only helps us in reducing the amount of paperwork and procedures that come along with issuing bench warrants, but it's giving them somewhat of a break to hopefully continue to follow through with their obligations that were already set for all of these tickets and cases.
So one of the concerns that I had is that this is going to take more time, if you will, than if we just had a hearing. That has completely been alleviated by the nature of the program and its simplicity to navigate. It is a true benefit.
We've initiated a number of technology initiatives in the last 6 years here, and I can say Matterhorn was probably the easiest.
I think it sends a message that we care. We're looking for ways of how we can serve you, of how we can make it more accessible. And I think that is pretty special, given that usually this is someplace that people don't want to be. So if we can forge those relationships and send those messages, I think that we're headed in the right direction. And that's thanks to Matterhorn.
For a court administrator, your performance is always measured. It depends, okay? If you're dealing with your funding units, it's dollars and cents, okay? And that's the bottom line. And if you can reduce in excess of 500 to 600 bench warrants a year, you have significant dollar savings, and not only for us, but for other criminal justice agencies. I like to expand beyond dollars and cents. So I like to look at probably the most important is customer satisfaction, and I see that in the response and the comment areas, and I cherish those, and when I get the opportunity to review those.